to Jadda's Craft Cottage. Today we're going to make these Sesame Street cute, adorable cards. You can use them as invitations for a birthday party, thank you notes, or just a greeting to make somebody happy. Let's get started. To make these adorable Sesame Street cards, you'll need some cardstock. These are 8.5 by 11. They are violet, green, red, blue, and yellow. These will be the bodies of the characters. You'll also need a variety of other colors for the face details. A glue stick or a glue pen, a pair of scissors, a pencil, and some tweezers, a paper cutter, some 3D dots, and I'm using some 4 by 6 inch white cardstock or paper to make as templates for their faces. You'll also need some punches. I've got some circle punches and oval punches in a variety of sizes. Let's get started with the rest of it. You're going to first cut the cardstock, which is 8.5 by 11, into 5.5 by 8.5. So I have a mark on my cutter here. I put this mark here so I know for my hand not to go any further than that. And I'm going to cut these pieces. You've got the red for Elmo. You've got the blue for Cookie Monster. You've got the purple for Grover. You've got the yellow for Ernie. And you've got the green for Oscar the Grouch. For all of the Sesame Street characters, you're going to need eyes. So we're going to start off by punching out some circles with these 7/8 inch circle punches. These will be the eyeballs. Now we'll punch out with these circles. This is a 1 1/4 inch circle and 1.5 inch circles, depending on the eyeballs. The first character we're going to do is Cookie Monster. We're going to take this blue cardstock, fold it in half, and crease it. Now we're going to take our white eyeballs, and because Cookie Monster has a funny look, we're going to make his eyes cockeyed. So I'm going to use the glue pen and just glue a little bit around it. Stick one eye on. Now the other eye. Now with these 3D dots, I'm going to take one of them off with my tweezers because it makes it a little bit easier. Put it on the back of the black circle. There's a coating on it, so you want to peel that coating right off. And you're going to make his eyes kind of, as I said, cockeyed. Do the same thing with the second circle. Taking off that film. Now we're going to make his mouth. His mouth is about 3.5 inches wide by 2 inches high. And I'm going to make a little template, and I'm going to just kind of draw a little half face like this, and I'm going to cut it out. You can check to see if this is going to fit for his mouth. It looks pretty good. So now I'm going to trace it on some black cardstock and then cut that out. Now we'll glue with the glue pen his mouth on. You can use a glue stick or a glue pen. So now we have Cookie Monster. If you'd like to embellish Cookie Monster, you can make him a cookie. You can cut out the piece so that it's like a jagged edge, like he had teeth. Put either with a marker or some black dots, your chocolate chips or raisins. Add one of the pop-ups or the 3D foam things and stick it right there. So now Cookie Monster is eating something. Next, we're going to do Elmo. And Elmo is basically the same way, but he's red. You're going to fold your card in half and crease it. We're going to find some of the white dots, the white smaller dots. These were 1 1/4 inches. And I'm going to glue those onto my red cardstock. We're going to use the 3D dots again for his eyeballs. Peeling off the film that's on the back. Now we'll make a skinny mouth, and I'm going to make a template that's about the same width of it, which is about 3 1/2 inches, but it's going to be skinnier and it's got a little point to it. Cut that out. I'm going to trace it onto the black cardstock and cut it out. And I'm going to glue him on flat to this. Now Elmo has an orange oval nose, so I'm going to take my oval punch, and this is kind of a large punch. Punch it out. And I'm going to use 2 of these 3D dots to raise it. And he's just going to have his nose go over close to his eyes and over his mouth. So now we have Elmo. Next we're going to do Grover. Now Grover is in purple, so we're going to take the cardstock, fold it in half and crease it. We're going to put his eyes on. Now his eyes are more of an oval shape, so these are about 1 1/2 inches by 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to glue the eyes on with my glue pen. And I pop up the eyes with the foam dots, the 3-dimensional. Now his mouth is a little different. I'm going to glue on this wine-colored happy face to his bottom of it. And then I'm going to add a smaller strip to the top, just so it looks like he's talking. And with his nose is an oval, but it's pink. So I'm going to put a couple of the dots on here. So now we have Grover. The next card we're going to do is Ernie. And Ernie is basically an orange card with orange cardstock. Fold it again. Crease it. Using the same things, we're doing either the oval punches or the circle punches. So the oval punch I have for his eyes, and I'm going to glue him on. We're going to put the 3D dots onto the eyeballs. The mouth is a wide mouth, and that's about 3 inches there by about 1.5 inches. Now Ernie has a red nose, so we're going to put the red nose as an oval, and I'm going to put a couple of these dots on it. And then I cut out a square that was 2.5 inches by about 1.5 inches, and I made a zigzag for his hair. And I'm going to glue that on. And this is Ernie. Bert is yellow. Now we have Bert. Now Oscar is my favorite. He's in green. I'm going to fold the card again, crease it. I'm going to place his eyes on. Now his mouth. With his tongue, I just took an oval shape and I made a heart out of it. And I'm going to glue that on as his tongue. And what makes Oscar so grouchy is his eyebrows. So I cut this. This is about 3/4 inch between the point and the sides here. And I just made him a jagged head for his eyebrows. And now you've got Oscar. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. A day without sunshine is just an extra day for crafting.